Now you want to smile at me. Now I'm someone that you want to talk to. Now I'm someone that you want to be seen with. Now I'm someone that you want to take pictures with. Now. If now I'm a human being. If now. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Zogie and I'm a Gemini, whichever way this channel is called Zogie, Gemini. So today I'm here to talk about a topic that is a serious one. It's a serious one and it's really dictated how I've viewed myself and life in general over the past year or so, and that is the reality of life after weight loss. And it's funny that you probably have a presumption of what I'm going to talk about, right? And most likely what I'm about to say is nothing that you could even assume that I'm going to touch upon. So if you want to know what I feel like the life and the reality of life after losing weight is, then make sure you stay tuned. And whilst you're there, make sure you like, comment and subscribe. Now let's get into the video. So I've been meaning to make this video, and I've made like bullet points because I have a tendency of rambling and I really don't want to ramble. I really want this video to be educational, not just educational, but I want to keep it real essentially. And you guys know, over the past couple of years, I've been very intentional about my personal goals, and one of them was to lose weight, right? And I've lost a considerable amount of weight, and my weight has, not even just like as a content creator, my weight has changed just my life in general. And when I say change my life, I'm not going to be like, oh my gosh, I'm in a slimmer body now and my life is so great. No, it's not even just that. It's when you deep that raw. It's just how humanity is. It's just how the world treats you when they see that, okay, you look a bit different from before. Is it that now that people now smile at me? Like, let me not even rush forward. So just to clarify, I don't talk about methods of weight loss, and the reason why is because I feel like the way in which you lose weight is so individualistic and needs to be personal and tailored to you as an individual. And also, I can't lie to you, my sister, I can't lie, the internet is there. When I was trying to lose weight, do you know what I done? I typed, I researched everything and anything you can think of, anything you want to ask me about, I researched. Ozempic, researched it. Gastric sleeve, researched it. Gastric bypass, researched it. Xenical, researched it. Wegovy, researched it. Manjaro, researched it. Gym, researched it. Weight training, researched it. Cardio, anything you can think of, I researched it. And the internet is there, and I know that may sound like my sister, I don't even know how it's going to sound, but what I want to say is that I never wanted my channel ever to be about how to lose weight, this, that. I've always wanted it to be where, like, my name is Zogie, I'm a Gemini, I talk about my personal experience, I talk about like how I view the world, and how I feel like the world views me, and that's as far as it goes. So that's why this video is literally going to be talking about my reality, my life, of how people have treating me right now that I'm in a smaller body, right? So I just wanted to clarify that. That's as far as it goes, my sister. That's as far as it goes. There's content creators that have documented the whole journey for whatever method they've used. Is dear, my dear, you're not going to get it from me. I love you, but you're not going to get it from me. But what you are going to get from me is the reality of, once you found what worked for you and you're consistent with it, what life is going to be like. The mental aspect of it, the social aspect of it, the dating aspect of it. That's where I come. That's where your big sis Zogie comes in. That's where we open up the floorboard. That's where we start having this conversation. Do you know what I mean? So anyways, I wanted to clarify that. Let's move on and talk about the reality of life after weight loss. So the first thing, and it was actually inspired by a content creator called Fanita, and not even like some of the things that she's been saying, but more so how people say to a lot of content creators, especially if they're on the internet and they're big, first thing, if it's not your third video, your second video, your third video, someone is going to comment about your weight. Someone's going to comment about your weight. If you are big, whether you're not just content creator or in general, in life, if it's an auntie, your uncle, your mom, your dad, your brother, your friend, someone's going to comment about your weight. Now, you lose weight now, yeah, and it's mad how some people want to open their mouth to say to some people, oh yeah, you suit being bigger. Or like, oh, why is it that when people lose weight, they've got a bigger head and a slimmer body? You start to realize, yeah, that nothing makes people happy. Nothing makes people happy. And on that case, even if they don't say whatever, yeah, just the whole, oh, you look so good right now, oh, you're looking so good. And I personally feel like a lot of times people want you to disassociate yourself with a previous version of you. And I need you to really understand me and really listen, yeah? When you lose a considerable amount of weight and you look different from how you looked previously, a lot of times, because they did not accept who you were previously, they want you to completely disassociate yourself with a previous version. And it's very easy to do that, to like not think about your bigger body and be like, oh, I hated that, oh, I look horrible, da 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 da, when you have lost weight out of hatred of your body. Now, this is so important, and understanding the difference of losing weight because you want better for yourself and losing weight because you hate yourself. Those two are what is going to be your perception of how you view your body and life after you lose weight. But we're going to get to that topic. We're going to cross that bridge a bit later. But for now, I want to talk about the fact that a lot of times, even if it's your family members, yeah, or just people in general, they wanted to be like, no, you look good now. Like, before, like, I don't know how to explain it. They're just really, not my family members, but I've just seen even on the internet in general, even like with me being a content creator, so many people have been to me like, Zogie, why don't you change your DP? Zogie, you need to change your intro. Zogie, you need to change this, you need to change that. Because if you know, my DP, right, for YouTube, Instagram and TikTok is all the same, right? And my intro is the same as it was. And my thing is, and the reason why I don't intend to change it for a long time, yeah, it's because a lot, like when I receive DMs, I've even received emails of, Zogie, you need to change your intro, you don't look like that no more, you're slimmer, you look better, is one thing about me. Whether it's Zogie at 210 kg or Zogie 70 or 80 kg light or whatever, yeah, no matter what the kg is saying, I've always been Zogie. I've always been me. I will never disassociate myself with my old self. I am like, okay, in some ways, sorry, there is going to be some form of disassociation because you're not that person anymore. But I will never hate who I was before. Do you get what I mean? Like, no matter how much people feel like when you're really big, oh, you shouldn't be happy, because I feel like if I now start saying, yeah, I look good now, I look nice now, I can dress now, I look this now, that means really and truly all that shit I was saying back in the day about loving myself, I was chatting shit. That means I never really believed in what I was saying before. I never thought I was beautiful then. I never thought I looked good, and that is not the case. That has never been the case. Nobody can't tell me I didn't look good before and I don't look good now. You can tell me I look better. You can tell me, your facial features are more pronounced, your jaw's more pronounced, yeah, you know, you have more of a neck now, cool, yeah, cool. But nobody, I'm not listening, I'm not hearing that you will tell me that, okay, because I was in a bigger body, that then equates to ugliness. Because it's not something I've ever believed in, and it's not something I'll ever believe in. But people want you to believe that, especially when you lose weight. People want to be like, you see how you are now? Well done! You see how you are now? Yeah. Now you look good. Yeah. I believe you now. Yeah. Oh, you say you look good. My sister, I believe you. Do you get what I mean? And them really harping of, yeah, you look good now, you look good now. It's almost to say, yeah, before when you thought you looked good, you didn't actually look good. It's only now that you look good. There's a cover version, but people doing that, really emphasizing on how you look so good post weight loss, yeah, it almost builds some form of bitterness in you. As someone, and you know, I think there's a difference here when you grew up big, you've been big all your life. Yeah, I'm still big, but I'm just not as big, right? But there's just, oh mate, there's just a feeling, yeah, that you feel like you guys are all saying congrats to me. You're saying well done to me. You're saying you're so proud of this, of me as you see it now. The person that deserves the acknowledgement and the accolades was not me in my state now. It's my state before. My bigger version of myself is the one who told myself, Zogie, you love yourself so much, do better. Become the better version of yourself. My bigger version is the one that had to deal with people chatting rubbish on a daily basis. My bigger version of myself is the one who had to deal with the bullying, the mocking. She had to deal with things. So you're congratulating the smaller body. But the smaller body didn't do shit. Really and truly. This is at the end of the journey. Not at the end of the journey because I'm still trying to lose weight, yeah? But this is post. This is not pre. The work is done prior to the time, not after. The one who really put in the work in to actually change their life. And I know it sounds weird because, you know, I have a bad tendency of like splitting myself, like Zogie, Gemini, Zogie, or like the bigger version of me or the slim one. But you, hopefully you kind of get what I mean when I say there's so much, oh, well done, you look great now, I'm so proud of you, like, oh my gosh, look at your body. And it's like, when I first embarked this journey, it was nothing, it was pume. It was crickets, silence. So many people that didn't think I'll actually be able to achieve what I've achieved. Crickets. Where was the words of encouragement then? Where was the congratulations? Where was the round of applause? Where was it? Nowhere to be seen. So, because I've done what you thought I wasn't going to do, now it's like, oh my gosh, no, you need to, like, big up yourself, no. But when I first was embarking on this and I was actively trying to do this and I was going to the gym, I was trying to, you know, control what I eat, done whatever, yeah, it was crickets because there was no belief that I was actually going to be able to achieve what I've achieved. And you see, that is so important to, as someone that has lost weight, is not to allow that to become bitterness and just not like how the world has treated you, because it's like now you want to smile at me, now I'm someone that you want to talk to, now I'm someone that you want to be seen with, now I'm someone that you want to take pictures with. Now is now. Even now I'm a human being. Is now. But she wasn't. Now. Like, and you will never really understand what I'm saying. Okay, you can understand. I just hope you guys can see, even if you're not, you know, you may not be really big or whatever, I just hope you guys can at least empathize with what I'm saying. Whereas a case where when you are trying your best to live a normal life and so many obstacles were in your way, people just look down on you constantly, always had shit to say. But when you've been able to overcome it, it's like, oh, congrats, like, oh, I knew you could do it or whatever. But really and truly, you didn't. And I feel like that is really the reality of just seeing how people switch up on you. And it's not even necessarily even like people personal to me. It's just people in general, like far cousins, far aunties, like just the whole, oh, is that Zogie? Hi, you see how Zogie is looking now? Like, even the chatter, even my mom be telling me stuff. Even my mom be telling me what people are saying. Even my mom, like, you don't even understand. And obviously being a content creator and also adding that into it is just seeing the switch up of how people are. And that you just have to take it and be like, okay, that's just the life, that's just the reality of it. And moving on, yeah, one thing I want to say to anyone and everyone, like whoever wants to lose weight, especially if you are in a really bigger body, right, similar to as I was, you need to lose weight because you want better for your life, not because you hate your body. Lose weight out of wanting. You need to tell yourself, listen, these motherfuckers think you can't do it. These motherfuckers think you can't do it. You love yourself. Loving yourself doesn't mean you can't improve yourself. Loving yourself doesn't mean you can't change your body. Loving yourself doesn't mean you can't make adjustments to your physical being, your health. That doesn't mean nothing. That doesn't mean you can't love yourself and want better for yourself. They do not. Those two do not equal. You can want better for yourself and still love yourself. Love you. Not even just love your body. Love everything about you. Love your being. We are a being. I'm not just a body. I'm not just a personality. I'm a soul. I'm a being. I'm a whole entity. You need to love yourself as a whole entity, because if you find fault with your body or your being at a bigger body, you will always find fault even in a slimmer body. If you hate yourself so much that you say, oh, I hate this body, I need to get rid of this body, I'm telling you, you are never going to like yourself. Do you know why? Because you found fault. You always find fault in how you are as a person, how you look. You need to want to lose weight out of love. And you know what? That's what makes gym easier. That makes, even if you do gastric sleeve, even if you do balloon, even if you do like just, calorie counting, yeah, no matter what method you use to lose weight, that is what will make your life easier, because you've done it out of love and you've done it because you want to improve yourself. You didn't do it out of hating yourself. So when you do those things to ensure that you consistently lose weight, yeah, your motivation, don't let your motivation be hatred. Let your motivation be love. Even if it's like, bro, I'm gonna show them, because people thought I can't never do this. I'm gonna show people. I'm even gonna go past your expectations, no matter what it is. Even if it's determination, even if it's just like that drive to become better, even if it's that, don't ever let it be out of hatred. Because when you've got to a stage, yeah, where you hate your body, yeah, and you hate how you look, the reality of it, and especially if you have a lot of weight to lose, yeah, if you tell yourself, oh, I hate my body, I'm not gonna wear a dress till I lose weight, I'm not gonna wear a skirt till I lose weight, especially if you was really big, you are gonna have loose skin. Your body is not going to be what you thought it would be. If you are 130 kg before and you've gotten down to 85 kg, your 85 kg is not going to look like a girl that's been 85 kg for the past 10 years. It's not going to be the same. It's not. You're going to weigh the same, but you're not going to look the same. Your body, especially as I said, if you're coming from a bigger body, someone like me that's coming from 210 kg, it's not going to be the same. And you know what? And that's why that is why I'm hampering on losing weight out of love. Because the reason why is, whatever body you are left with, you will appreciate it and you will love it. If you never appreciated or loved your prior body, you will never love your post body, because your post body, it's art. Whether it's saggy, whether there's loose skin, whether it's artwork, is literally showcasing determination and wanting better for your life. And wanting better for your health and your future. It can be rectified. Turkey is there. Me can't lie. If you want to cut off the little skin, you can cut off the little skin. If you want to fix up your body, you can fix up. If you want BBL, if you want tummy tuck, if you want 360 lipo, You can do all of that. I'm not encouraging anything, I beg, before anybody can say anything. But regardless of anything here, all of that can be rectified or modified, and to an extent it might not be, depending if you're someone like me that was really, really big before. You know, I will never look like someone who has been slim all their life, do you get what I mean, or has been like a steady weight all their life and haven't really gone past 90 kg. I'm never going to look like someone like that. We're not going to have the exact same body type, and I'm okay with that, because I'm okay with myself, I'm okay with my body. And that is what I really need you guys to understand. The reality of life after losing weight is people will treat you differently, and it's so hard, and you have to be so intentional not to internalize that and make it turn into hate and bitterness and be like, you never had this energy from me before, but now you want to have this energy. But it's calm. You got to just leave it. And there's also how men treat you. I'm not going to talk too much about it, because for me personally, men are really not the prize. Yeah, never been a prize. But it's interesting. One of the biggest things, yeah, people say, do you feel like you get more male attention now that you've lost weight? 100% I do. 100% I do, right? But what is the most interesting, yeah, is men are, you know, men live for the validation of their boys. Like, we all know this. Men, if their boys are not on it, they're not on it. Like, they are on it, but they're on it in private. Yeah, they need the validation of their guys. Yeah, but one thing I found that is so interesting after weight loss, yeah, is men are bold and so much more courageous to actively display interest for me in front of whoever they're with. Like, it's not like, oh, waiting for me now to leave the toilet or whatever. It's like their boys will be there. They will leave their boys or tell me to come over to their table, or, do you get what I mean? It's very public. And it's interesting because in my head I'm thinking, okay, so you guys see me more as someone that is socially acceptable, like beauty wise, yeah, or body wise, body wise, yeah. You see me as more of a socially acceptable, approachable girl. So now it's not a case where it's a hush, 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 right? But now it's like, I feel, and it's interesting because obviously it's not the same men that spoke to me when I was bigger and that's speaking to me now, but if men are men, yeah, I feel like a lot of men are programmed very similar to one another, especially if they live in the same country. A lot of them will operate similar. Obviously there'll be a difference between men that operate in London than men that operate in Lagos. Men in Lagos will be similar to men in Lagos. Men in Jamaica will be similar to men in Jamaica, if that makes sense. But it's interesting that for definitely men in Lagos, when I go out now, it's like, oh, excuse me, can I talk to you? Oh, do you want to join our table? Do you want a drink? Da 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 da. Boldly. And if that's the only thing that I found weird. Like, okay, so it's like, oh, so, you know, it's weird because like at the back of my mind, the 16-year-old version of me is like, they've accepted you now. They're accepting you now. Well done. You finally got what you wanted when we were younger. Like, well done. Like, they don't try and mock you anymore. They don't take the piss no more. You don't have to fight. You don't have to fight anymore. You don't have to screw your face. You don't have to be defensive. Even more than that, it's not even about not just being defensive. They are now like trying to woo you. They're trying to impress you in front of their friends. So the 16-year-old version of me is like, do you get, like, the 29-year-old version for me is just like, all of these men want the same thing. So it doesn't matter if they do in private, in public. Majority of them want to do what they're doing, yeah? But the 16-year-old version that just wanted to be accepted, that wanted to be treated like other people, like how her friends were treated, is like, okay, life will finally change for us. So yeah, there's a lot of like, the reality of the life is like so much mental battle. Like literally life after weight loss is a lot of mental battle, like just trying to like navigate this new world and how people treat you. And the last thing I want to say, I know this video is going to be a very long video, I'm not really going to cut it. If you're going to watch it, you're going to watch it. If you don't kind of thing. I know people would have clicked off. I know there's some people still watching. Last thing I want to talk about is friends when it comes to weight loss. If you've lost weight and you noticed your friends are moving different, your friends are always shit, you just didn't clock. Your friends were always useless, you just didn't realize, my sister. Because one thing I've realized with human beings are consistent for the most part. Human beings will show themselves. They may not do the exact same actions, but they will show indications that that's what they're going to do. So some people, I've seen on the internet, some girls are like, oh, when I lost all the weight, my friends just switched up on me. But I ask you this, did those friends make little sly remarks back when you were bigger? Did they always try and make you look like, when guys were around, did they try and like throw you under the bus? Did they used to like randomly giggle on things and you're asking them what they're giggling about or like joking about? Or did they try and make you like the butt of the joke? And the majority of the time, they're like, yeah, no, my sister, they showed signs. And this is to say, yeah, friends, as I said, they don't just automatically, all of a sudden, you're now slimmer now, they hate you. No, they always hated you. They probably hate you more now because you're not the butt of the joke anymore. You're not the scapegoat anymore. That's where, maybe that's what you're seeing. Maybe you're seeing an intensified hatred or intensified dislike. But it was always there. That I can say for sure. There's no way you're going to tell me that when you were bigger, they were the best, greatest friend ever. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And then when you lost the weight, they've become absolutely horrible. It may happen, but it's a rarity. It's such a rarity for that to happen. If someone is now showing that, okay, they don't really want to be friends with you no more because you no longer look the same way or whatever, they say, oh, you switched up, or no. They've had that trait in them. So my thing is, be careful about the friends you have now, my sister. Watch out for any sly remarks. If you've got a friend that, when you wear certain things, they'll be like, oh yeah, babe, I don't know. Like, you know, like, actually, let me not say that because sometimes it's like genuine, yeah. But all the time, they're trying to put you down or just like, maybe they may not say anything like categorically massive, but they're just like, yeah, I don't really like how it looks on you. Like, they're just always quick to say, they're always quick to voice their opinion when you didn't ask them. You didn't ask them once for their opinion, but they're quick to open their mouth. And that, I know some people may not feel like, oh, some people expect me to say, oh yeah, my friends, yeah, they all move. I don't have friends, I have sisters. And I am one of the most socially awkward, very much in my shell kind of person. I knew hand on heart that when I lose weight, my friends are not going to switch up on me. And I've seen it. There's been cases where, as I said to you guys about the whole men's situation, where it's like, I'll be honest, back in the day, us going on tables or buying drinks and used to be my friends. Guys basically trying to talk to my friends, and then obviously I will go or whatever, or we don't go, whatever. And now it's a case where like we go out, it might be me that's like kind of not hosting, but we basically found someone to buy us drinks and buy us things for the rest of the night. Like, it might be me, it might be them. There's been no change, nothing, no remarks, no nothing, because people are consistent. So if they're a shit person, if they're jealous of you, they've been jealous of you, they've been saying things you just may not have realized. And maybe not, you might not have realized, but when you're bigger, yeah, I know for sure you want to kind of people please. You don't want to call them out on certain comments, so they will say it and you don't like it, but you don't want to ruin anything because you're just like, okay, will I get anyone else to be my friend? Because we know how society is. Like, a lot of girls make friendship based off the aesthetics of you, how you look, right? So a lot of times, even if someone's making snide remarks, when we're bigger, we just don't want to ruin that relationship, so we would take it. We would literally just take the insult as just to ensure that we don't we're not friendless. Do you get what I mean? Because in our head we feel like we should be lucky that we even have these friends to begin with, and they're happy to associate themselves with us despite of how society treats us. Do you get what I mean? So the reality of it is, if they're shit when you're bigger, if they're a horrible friend when you are in a bigger body, they are still going to be a horrible friend when you are in a slimmer body. This is a very, very long video. I don't even know how long it's gonna be, yeah, but I wanted to kind of speak about be honest with how I've viewed the world and how I feel about the world of viewing me. A lot of it is just kind of like just accepting that, you know what, this is the reality of my life now. But one thing I would always say is, I will never forget where I came from. I will always love every single kg of me. Do I want to be 210 kg again? No. Yeah, I don't, right? But would I ever open my mouth and say, oh yeah, I hated that? God forbid. Because she was a soldier. She was a soldier. Nobody can't chat. Nobody can't say nobody can't stood their ground. Regardless. Whether people laugh, stood their ground. Whether she had to fight, stood their ground. I can't ever say I hate that person, or you now want me because you think, oh yeah, you look this now, I should now this. Nah, I can't personally. And that's something I definitely need to work on. I do need to let go of my former self to an extent. Like, even like if I'm talking to a guy, sorry my camera died, but I've just realized there's something that I need to actively work on. But I wanted to come on here and talk to you guys about the reality of life after weight loss and why it is important to, no matter what like size, love yourself, my people. Love yourself. I know it's not easy. I know society's done a number on us. Our family's done a number. Friends, people that we love and trust have done a number. But do not let other people's opinion dictate how you view yourself. Let your perception of yourself be made and formulated by you. Don't let outside noise dictate what you see in the mirror. Do you get what I mean? Because as I said, if you find fault in your body, you are always going to find fault in your body. Loving yourself doesn't mean you can't change yourself. Loving yourself doesn't mean you can't improve your health, right? So anyways, thank you so much for watching the video, because as I said, I'm not really going to cut it. I'm just going to kind of keep the video as it is. So if you have made it to the end, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to ask you to leave a heart down below. It doesn't matter what color. I just want to know, yeah, I just want to know those who've watched it from the beginning all the way to the end. And please, please, please do tell me what you think about what I've mentioned today. I've been very candid. I can't lie, nothing. Some things I've said to myself, as I'm saying, I'm like, okay, you can say it a bit nicer, you know, it's the internet, but I can't lie. I am who I am.